Hi, I'm James from the Turner Guitar Studio on Main Street, Leduc, where we bring music to life. And today I am going to be showing you guys this beautiful guitar. Now, this is kind of a unique instrument in the sense that it's a Sigma 000M-15, which is our best-selling guitar in the store. But it is also the first one that we've installed a HyVibe Smart acoustic system into. And for those who don't know, the HyVibe system, it's a smart system, meaning that essentially it turns your guitar into kind of a multi-effects pedal, looper, Bluetooth speaker, all without being plugged in. There's no cables into this right now. All the sounds you heard there were all coming from this guitar itself. There's no effects in post-production. That was all this guitar right here. And it does that by having two actuators beneath the bridge, kind of here and here, that use the top of the guitar, the top surface, as a speaker cone. And then it uses that speaker to run things like your effects. So it has 8 effects built in right off the bat, but there's more you can access through the app. It has a looper built in, which you can use like I just did there, along with the metronome setting to just record a loop on the fly. It takes you all of 20 seconds to have it set up and going. You can also connect it to a Bluetooth foot switch or something like that to activate and deactivate the loops whenever you want, making it a lot easier to create loops of arbitrary length or ones that have a different tempo or something like that. So that's really helpful if you're not necessarily planning your loops that specifically ahead of time. And then when it comes to the other features, it does have, like I mentioned, a Bluetooth audio streaming. You can connect it to your phone and play pretty much anything off your phone through this speaker. And of course, it is a tuner built in and just a regular metronome. So let's get into a few of these features. This is just going to be a broad overview video. I don't want to get too in-depth. I am planning to do a bit of a series, kind of deep dive in how to actually utilize these effects, how to deal with Bluetooth foot switches. So hopefully I get a chance to make those over the next few weeks or months. But for right now, I just kind of want to show off what this thing can do. This is going to be our demo guitar at the shop for a little while, but I did list it. So if you're interested in purchasing this exact guitar, you can do that through the link in the description, and we'll probably just end up throwing a HyVibe into another Sigma because this system works fantastic with these guitars. So here's a reverb effect. Then we get into a chorus. Delay. Slow that down a bit. So as you can see there, it played through a variety of different effects. There's a bunch more already built in, and again, a ton more that you can access through the HyVibe app. So I definitely suggest checking that out if you really want to dial in specific effects, if you want to do things like EQ your system, maybe for the looper or the Bluetooth speaker, just to optimize that. But maybe it's just to EQ a specific effect and get a certain sound out of it, or even combine multiple effects together. Now, moving on to the looper, I can just like that, got a loop going. Now you can hear it recorded that effect. So that was a phaser, probably not the best choice for that loop. But then I can change the effect over top. So now I can play with a delay. See, I can still adjust things like my speed using this fader. Get it really slow or really fast. As long as I'm in this effects bank, and that loop will keep going. I can jam along with that. I find I tend to just get lost in jamming with it, and I'll spend like 20 minutes just on one loop, and then finally run out of ideas for melodies to play along with it. I'll record a new loop and keep going. So lastly, we have the Bluetooth audio streaming speaker. And to demo this, I don't want to play a normal song because I don't want to get demonetized. So instead, here's the video I'm going to be playing, which is from 6 years ago, me playing my Sigma 000M-15. So same model, guitar, playing an original song. So hopefully that doesn't trip the algorithm. So you can hear it sounds really nice. It sounds, I mean, it's hard to maybe tell in the recording, but to me in the room, it sounds like there's somebody sitting in the room playing a guitar. It doesn't sound like a recording, and that's pretty unique. That's not something you can get usually out of just a hi-fi audio system or something even. That being said, it doesn't sound nearly as good as a hi-fi audio system if you're playing pretty much anything other than acoustic instrument music. It could be things like violin or ukulele, things that are producing their sound using a wooden surface to vibrate. Pretty much any of those are going to sound really, really good. Vocals sound okay, piano sounds all right. You start getting into heavier distortion stuff, or heavy drumming, synths, and some of it'll still sound okay. You can still tell what's happening, but you're gonna get some coloration of that sound that won't necessarily suit that particular tone that those instruments are designed to produce. So if you're planning on listening to music through it, I would suggest it's things like classical music, not necessarily dubstep. But great for jamming along with either way. I've done a lot of times where I've just recorded a voice memo into my phone and played that through, either as a way to kind of do a loop of undefined length, just kind of a quick backing track type idea. But you can pretty much do whatever you want, anything that it can play off the phone, whether it's Spotify or voice memos, all of it'll come out the top of your guitar. So I think that's where I'll leave it today. If you want to find out more about getting one of these systems installed into your own guitar, definitely reach out to us. We can kind of make some recommendations, make sure that your guitar is going to be a suitable candidate for getting one in there, or make some recommendations for guitars you could pick up and have one installed. That's all for now. So thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.